Hi, my name is Chuck, and I've been driving with A1 Driving School now for several years. It's just natural that we might be a little bit nervous in our driving skills because driving an automobile is a dangerous activity. But we're here to help you make it as safe an activity as you possibly can and an enjoyable activity. Last year in the United States, over 38,000 people were killed in automobile accidents, a tremendous loss of life. The main reason that people are having these serious accidents, the main reasons are because of lack of seat belts, drunk driving, and being inattentive while they are driving, being distracted. We need to try and overcome those kinds of things. And so what we're trying to do in the driver ed program is develop good driving habits so that when we're out driving, I know that everybody when they're driving isn't concentrating fully on their driving. We're listening to music on the radio. You might have your boyfriend or girlfriend sitting next to you. Billboards, all of those kinds of things act as distractions. And because of that, we have to develop these good driving habits. Habits, for example, of checking your mirrors every 6 to 8 seconds, or checking your speedometer every 6 to 8 seconds, just by using your eyes properly. We'll be discussing that in future lessons. Driving an automobile also involves non-crash driving expenses. We have expenses just buying an automobile, a large expense, probably the second largest expense that most people will ever have. So not only are you going to buy one car, but you're going to buy several cars. Now, cars become expensive because of operating. We have things like gasoline, most definitely, oil, new windshield wipers, having to buy new tires, and there's always little incidental things that happen to your car that need money to repair continually. The thing to remember about these driving expenses is that the more you drive, the more expensive your car becomes and the more money you're going to be putting out. As long as you own that automobile, you're going to have yearly expenses that go along with that. One of the habits that I would try and encourage with all of you as you go out driving is just to be able to identify red lights well out in advance. We need to have our eyes at least 12 to 15 seconds up the road as we're scanning and looking for potential hazards. But if you identify a red light, one of the things that I would encourage you to do is just come up off the gas pedal and coast into that red light as much as possible. Now, you need to be aware of what the traffic pattern is behind you, but the only thing that happens when you're pushing on the gas pedal going into a red light is you're wasting your gas. Then, because you've kept your speed up by pushing on the gas pedal going into a red light, then you also have to push harder on the brake pedal to come to a stop. And of course, that's going to wear your brakes out more quickly. There's also the problem that the harder you push on the brake, the greater the surprise might be for the driver behind you. And then you have that possibility of a rear-end collision. When I was in high school, the big figure that we heard all the time was that about 65,000 people per year were being killed on the nation's highways. Now, that figure is below 40,000, probably because of the use of seat belts, also probably because of the use of driver education being mandatory. It's also because people are just more aware of what's going on. As much fun as driving is, we've got to realize that we have a big responsibility as a driver, and there are definite costs that come along with the driving experience. Those costs can be financial, they can be emotional, they can be physical. All sorts of problems take place if we're not responsible drivers.